All right, so shortly after the report was released, family members of the victims urged local and state authorities to move forward with prosecutions. Fox 4's David Santendry continues our coverage. David.
Yeah, after the DOJ's press conference, family members of many of the 19 students and 2 teachers who were killed held their own session with reporters. They talked about what they want to see moving forward.
I hope that the failures end today and that local officials do what wasn't done that day.
A group of family members of Robb Elementary victims held a press conference after the Department of Justice announced cascading failures in the law enforcement response to the mass shooting in May 2022.
Because the DOJ stamp is on there, maybe y'all will start taking us seriously now.
Many family members and their attorney continue to push for accountability, as well as gun law reform.
Robb Elementary began the day an 18-year-old wasn't allowed to purchase an AR-15.
The 18-year-old gunman legally purchased 2 assault rifles and ammunition.
It was a convergence of heavily armed and mostly very well-trained law enforcement agents. Were they really afraid of this kid? No. They were afraid of his weapon.
Family members have repeatedly raised transparency concerns.
We have nothing left but to fight for them.
They're not alone. A group of media outlets are suing Texas DPS to release its investigative file. A judge ordered the release, but it's under appeal. Texas DPS tells Fox 4 it does not discuss pending litigation.
Literally hundreds of thousands of documents, photos, and interviews. Hopefully DPS will go ahead and hand over the information. If not, we're going to go through a long court fight.
As for the nearly 600-page DOJ report, family members had not had an opportunity to digest all of its contents before Thursday's press conference. Still, they say they do not need a report to confirm their beliefs. There were massive failures within law enforcement.
Why didn't they need that? Because they were there. Some had AR-15s pointed at them as they desperately tried to help when law enforcement wouldn't.
We still do not know if anyone in law enforcement will be criminally charged for actions or a lack thereof at Robb Elementary. The victims' families continue to call out Uvalde District Attorney Christina Mitchell.
Because we know that she has not done a damn thing, and we refuse to accept that. Do your job.
The DA maintains her office is continuing an independent review.
Do right by the victims and survivors of Robb Elementary. Terminations, criminal prosecutions.
Today, the U.S. Attorney General declined to give an opinion on whether or not he believes that charges should be filed locally against anyone in law enforcement, and he says as far as federally, there is no jurisdiction for them.